Hey everyone, welcome in to a winner's bracket round 2 match of our Rivals Pro event. We're just about to start the pick ban phase between Agent Mando and MattySpice. Of course, the 7 maps for this tournament are as seen at the bottom: Berlin, Haven, Hokkaido, Scale, Miami, Sapienza, Whittleton. So we'll see that very shortly. Joined, of course, by admin GKPunk. So say hello.
Hello.
And they should be getting the ping in just a moment, and then hopefully we'll see them start shortly after. I believe Mando will be taking the first ban here, and that's on Haven Island immediately, which has been pretty common in almost every match that I've seen so far this tournament.
Yeah, almost instant first ban. Most of the matches I've noticed.
That leaves Berlin as the only long map left potentially in this, and then obviously we
Which
see
is
that again
also
immediately.
second ban.
I mean, there's definitely a community sentiment against fun in the roulette community, I've noticed. So
Yeah.
we're gonna
They
play
love Hokkaido.
only maps that can have 2-minute spins or less. But Mando will be taking our first pick on Whittleton Creek. It's going to be map number 1, and then Maddie's going to decide what map number 2
it's
is.
Whittleton Creek, Miami, and Hokkaido. That's what it's gonna be, because that's what the theme has been so far. Yeah, to Hokkaido picked by Maddie.
Well, we'll see if they ban Miami. Because they do get to determine what their decider is going to be with these next 2 bans. Isle of Scale.
Yeah,
we just wait.
yeah.
We just wait for the Sapienza ban.
Oh, Miami. Okay. Well, Sapien's a decider.
Yeah, I think personally that Miami and Sapienza are both like complete toss-up maps, but I think that Sapienza is definitely more so than Miami. So to see that one as the decider is very surprising. Only ban Miami because you said it. That kind of matches with funny guy MattySpice. He's always throwing in that sort of thing, and maybe he'll ban something quirky like a new bat.
Yeah.
But he does take the first item ban in Whittleton Creek. That'll come from MattySpice, and then Mando will ban an item after that. There's going to be categories of items, like a silenced SMG, for example, or it can be individual items like the snail. And then, of course, that is loadout only restriction, so if the item can still be found on the map, it could still come up as a kill condition.
Travel pillows? We've been wearing them the wrong way.
Wow. Shout out to Twitch for auto-playing that ad, even though I had the stream disabled for that very reason. Collaboration there between OBS and Twitch to just be as annoying as possible. Sure hope that came through. And we do have our item bans here, and I'll go ahead and transition the stream over. Hopefully MattySpice goes live at some point. So we see there Whittleton Creek arriving in just over 2 minutes. That'll be a ban on the Seeker 1 and the remote emetic device, which is an interesting approach for Whittleton. I know the remote emetic more so covers the briefcase strat for Nolan, and the Seeker, for the most part, on Whittleton is only ever used to speed up Nolan over the garage isolation. But of course, emetic grenades are still available, and, you know, syringes, but nobody's ever going to use those.
Yeah, it's the emetic can be useful in that. Like, it's a bit slow. I guess people don't really do that anymore with the house broker guy.
go. Looks like Matty's live now that I've refreshed. And let me mess with this game sound. I'm gonna take that from Mando's stream since it's his map pick. There we go. In 30 seconds, we'll have our spin. Now, I think... I don't actually know if these have been banned for Providence or if they were just banned for this event specifically, but the Fire Axe and what is it, the Hatchet can't be chosen as kill conditions. On top of the Battle Axe, which is banned in Providence by default. Here's
the
our
Fire
spin.
Axe there? I forgot when I wrote this.
If you want to take the first spin, it's live now.
Yeah, first spin is Kitchen Knife to Sheriff Masterson for Janus. Nolan Cassidy with an assault rifle as the barbecue owner.
So double unique disguises, and hopefully they actually go for the correct sheriff disguise.
I don't know why I put a hatchet. Hatchet's not banned. Fire Axe is banned.
I knew it was Fire Axe, Battle Axe, and something else, and I didn't remember what the other one was.
No, fire itself is banned. Beak Staff and then Battle Axe.
Yeah, Beak Staff,
Both
that's what it was.
targets.
And Beak Staff is just banned by default.
I was wondering why Fire Axe would be banned. That doesn't make sense. Fire Axe should be alright. Battle Axe is just annoying, but you know, you showed us how to do it. Maybe it will be in for the next one.
Yeah. So we got 2 server starts, which makes sense. And actually both of them are going to opt for the gum, because this is going to be the easiest way to get barbecue owner. And starting with this isolation kind of gives you a guarantee that the cycles are going to work favorably for you.
Mando about half a minute behind. Also not going the same way. Matty went straight for Janus's house.
We've got quick basement entrance here for Matty. He's got a guard disguise ready on him. And gonna grab that clue. Meanwhile, Mando's taking a bit of a roundabout approach. It looks like he's gonna go for Sheriff Masterson. In sort of a proxy disguise way, he'll have this sitting here for when he runs back over to Nolan's side of the map.
Yeah, that's an interesting approach. Meanwhile, MattySpice actually secures Janus' knockout. Gunther down, Janus down. Now he's gonna go for the Masterson while Mando is doing some stretching.
Yeah, and no setup on the Janus kill yet for either player. Mando's got this sitting here now, and this body shouldn't ever have a reason to be found. And obviously the kitchen knife is going to be found directly in Janus's kitchen itself, so that'll be an easy one to grab. You just have to pick up a briefcase for your assault rifle.
Shot from Matty with the trank. You'll get a second one in.
That shouldn't really be much he needs that for.
Oh, and he gets spotted by Dale, the mailman.
I'm not sure if that's one of those things where, like, you're in the bushes, but the game, like, takes you out for a second, or if that was just, like, an extended illegal action. I don't know.
It could be one of those. I think it's probably the extended one. Oh, Mando going for the knockout. Janus sees it, gets the kill. 220 is a
And did that get
guess it's a
heard?
safe spot.
Oh, that didn't get heard.
Yeah, he didn't hear it.
He did.
I think
He did shout a little bit, but not loud enough, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the timing worked out better for Mando because the early clearance of Janus' house put the mailman in a spot where Manny got spotted.
And he's got this clue ready, and now he just needs to go back for his sheriff disguise, and then presumably, given the item bans, we're just going to see a standard garage isolation.
Yeah, I think the timing will work out. Top of 3 minutes right now. Walk down the block.
Matty once again setting up in Janice's house at the start. And Mando kind of runs around the edge. I imagine that's to avoid potentially triggering Nolan's phone call, while also being able to get into the backyard to hopefully get his clues taken care of before Nolan actually makes it to the garage.
That's a long way around. Oh, he's put his
Oh, okay. He's got the
rifle in the
treehouse
treehouse.
smuggle.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time I used that smuggle, but
The time
somewhat
like get that mission story to shoot both James and Nolan at the same time.
somewhat frustratingly, like most of the action takes place in the middle of the map, and all the smuggles are like kind of more along the outside.
It's a second kill down for Mando in 5 minutes. 2 more clues to go. So typical Wilton Creek spin, I think.
And he just has to not rip to baddie at this point, pretty much.
Yeah, Batty is. It's actually going away. Good positioning here.
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Wilton Creek. James Burton, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual
So Matty did manage to get Masterson this time, and he's already got his secondary disguise set up in Janus's house. But this is going to be a bit of a late Janus kill for him. All he has to do is get the kill and get out, but that early rip is definitely too much for him, and Mando gets his last clues, exits the map, and takes a 1-0 lead here. So moving on to map 2, which was Hokkaido, chosen by MattySpice, and Agent Mando will be the first one to ban an item on that map. Generally speaking, I imagine that one of the two of them is going to ban key hackers, because that's kind of been the theme. But then for the most part, other items you're looking at on Hokkaido would be, besides just kill condition bans like the fiber wire, would be the standard banning darts or banning the snail or whatever. Hopefully we'll see those shortly. Players getting their loadouts ready. So let me go ahead and switch the game sound over here. always love to see ads in roulette events, because unfortunately it seems like everyone in the community has become an affiliate at this point. So I'll just have to wait that out. And our item bans are going to be the Snail and the Seeker. So Snail is pretty much just for early Yuki isolations, and then the Seeker is going to be for your late Yuki isolation when you get her in Portman's room. That Seeker isn't really particularly easy to work around because other automatic devices usually just don't work on Yuki. She gets bugged out, but obviously for early isolations, the Snail doesn't really prevent you from doing that completely.
Yeah, you actually do that. What, no loadout, almost. I think.
Yep. Yeah. Depending on how you want to go about it.
So that left pipe and just toss it.
And that'll be in 40 seconds. The spin goes live. And then this is Mando's map to lose at this point. In the event of a tie, he would also take the match. So
Mr. Reaper.
pretty much what he's
As part of
looking
the sun.
for is MattySpice to hopefully have an early rip. I mean, otherwise, I imagine for most of the spins, it's going to be pretty close otherwise. I like that briefcase just getting stuck in the wall on Mando's screen. I've not seen that before. Now our spin is live. We have Poison the Stem Cells for Soders as the helicopter pilot, and Hostile Shotgun for Motorcyclist for Yuki, so that's pretty much a guaranteed sauna isolation unless you want to try to sniper from somewhere from across the map, which isn't particularly viable. So I would imagine maybe a surgeon start for both players, but that would get you the early helicopter pilot, and then obviously just want to make sure that they don't change too quickly on that stem cell kill, because that one can take forever.
Yeah, that does. That's one of the kills that take forever, along with that that electrocution kill for Soders. Even the wall bang kill takes a little bit of time to register, not instant.
Yeah, he kind of does like his hop.
Yeah, because going back and watching that match, Chromax's first match, he was slightly early change.
And Mando's looking for chain lure on the helicopter pilot to get him out of view of these guards. Meanwhile, Matty has started in the morgue. He's working his own way up to the pilot area that'll allow him to bring in a briefcase, even though he's lying on a morgue table.
They
Oh,
requested his belongings be with him at all times.
So Mando actually opts to bring in key hackers. Although Helicopter surprisingly has a lot more access to the map than you would think normally. He's basically classified the same as a doctor disguise. And therefore the same as a morgue doctor disguise. So he can get around
same
most of the
provisions,
hospital
yeah.
area.
It's I think just that helipad area, the only problem is the frisking, but you can just circumvent that by going around it.
But he has key hackers now, and he's grabbed this free crowbar instead. And that goes, there goes. So not going to be a chain lure there. Unless helicopter pilot wants to go fetch it for him. So there is his disguise grab. It looks like he's just going to work his way around the bottom area. And MattySpice is brought his helicopter pilot down here, and he's on the same path.
Yeah, a bit of a longer in-game time spent for MattySpice, but both players now have the
So the one
disguise.
The one thing you do need key hackers for, though, obviously, is this stem cell room, unless you want to drag a surgeon disguise all the way down here, and that'll get him in. obviously the motorcyclist is one of the most free disguises on the map, and then you're just looking for your normal sauna timing. So MattySpice will actually probably be pretty close on that. He actually seems like he wants to go and do that now.
Oh, Mando. With
Yeah.
the timing. The doctor turning, surgeon turning, stuck in that animation.
So he hits the pump there, which actually isn't completely necessary, and that gets him spotted by the female surgeon.
Yeah, because if he's poisoned that and she's not bringing it in, you don't really have to drain it. The drain kind of makes it so she will go and fetch another one. Problems on the other side as well. Matty gets spotted by the annoying gardener outside.
Yeah, with a shotgun on his back even, and no
Yeah,
pistol
that's
out. That'll be a
ultra
fast
hostile.
spot.
Oh man. So that's interesting. I mean, Hokkaido having been played probably the most amount of times in this, at least with. Oh,
What was that?
Oh, whoa! He heard that. Try to turn. What's the most interesting
That was
Hokkaido match so
interesting.
far, and barely any progress has been made.
Mando's taking the long way. I don't know if he's looking to trigger the sauna at this point before he comes back, or just a different entrance.
Little Hitman 3 door animation just doesn't open because they're too close to the door.
Nice
Yeah,
little
different
bug.
entrance it seems.
Nice little bug they introduced there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's just like a spaghetti code kind of thing where like the game prioritizes the holding the pistol out for some reason, and there's not a state that includes you having both of the weapons, so it just focuses on that one instead. Is he gonna trank the female surgeon? That's gonna be pretty hard to get away with. There's a lot of eyes on the upper level there.
Don't really need to mess with the controls though, right? You could just
Yeah.
refill it. Yeah. There it goes. And
then
I
it'll
think
just
you
do
can
the
do a shorter
animation.
animation by just.
Yeah, you don't need to. It doesn't even give you the option to do it, actually, apparently.
Oh, or well, there's the prompt done. There's the kill
There's
done.
the kill.
Mando waits it out. He couldn't have changed the disguise anyways. Oh man, on Maddie's screen, there's a helicopter pilot talking to the chief surgeon now.
No, it absolutely isn't placebo. That is how it works. If you hold a pistol out, it fills your bar slower. I mean, obviously with a hostile disguise, it doesn't make a whole lot of a difference, but now he's just got to make his way over and up to the sauna area, which he's probably going to want to climb up this pipe rather than going through this way, and he's going to try to do a distraction here quickly.
Have to watch out
Yeah.
for 2 patrolling resort guards.
He's sort of run out of time there at this point, and now he's just going to have to sit here and wait and hopefully be able to grab Yuki on time. I don't know what he has left in terms of sedatives, but might make the Yuki grab annoying if he doesn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, his time is really dwindling down because he should be there already. Things set up at our top of 4 minutes just to be safe. Gets it. About 3 minutes in, Maddie going for a trank now on the
Yeah,
nails.
you've got some leeway when you're not starting in the suite, but obviously, you know, it takes these guys forever to actually leave, and then for that to register with Yuki.
Yeah. There's no proxy disguise either to delay her walking in. 'Cause you could do that when she just needs to see the room empty. Oh, the other guy's not out yet. Yuki might not like that.
Yep. Too little heat. Too crowded. So he's going to try to lure this guard in
Oh,
and
man.
then get her. Oh,
She's gone.
She's already gone.
She is leaving. Oh no.
Yeah, that distraction broke her dialogue off, and now she's just leaving. So very limited on options now. I mean, were it not a hostile disguise, this would be a different story. But I mean, there's pretty much no chance without a specific loadout that he's getting into her room in the motorcyclist disguise. So that is a restart for him.
Oh,
and
Matty. Oh, Yuki
Yeah.
walks straight in and sees him.
Matty
He would have been spotted either way,
also
but
Matty also too slow there on the Yuki isolation.
in the act of using the key hacker on the door to get back behind
I
the
think
sauna controls.
I think Mando absolutely has the time that he needs to be able to get to that sauna in time. The problem that he had was just and now he's gonna chain lure this card across the map. The problem that he had is he was worried about distracting the guard in the garage, and you can just walk right past them. So another round of helipilot disguises. And yeah, Mando also not getting the lure here.
Getting a guard again. Really, you have to. What he's done in the beginning is kind of the safe bet. Go
Yep.
for the edge of the helipad where only he hears it.
I believe it's faster as well than having him come down the stairs.
Matty has the pills now.
Seems like again he wants to go around with the motorcyclist disguise first and get to the sauna. So hopefully it doesn't have the same issues he's been having in previous runs. Meanwhile, Mando has already triggered the sauna as well, and is now running back to get that poison in.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So he'll have some extra time to salvage Yuki's timing
Yeah,
in case something goes wrong.
I think no matter what, he's gonna end up having extra time. So might as well just do that sooner than later. Unfortunately, both of these morgue doctors are enforcers for no other reason than making you walk around every single time.
Yeah, they just gave them super enforcers or something.
It's,
They literally see through every disguise.
Interesting decision. But Amanda's running up with these pills, and I'll have the kill down in a second.
The helicopter pilot's body got found from Matty. Seems like.
Yeah, he had that. I think he had that on the stairs, which might have been the gardener finding that. But I'm not sure on that run specifically.
Yeah, his setup is definitely a lot longer, so that's where Mando will have a lot of time now, especially with the sauna already set up, and he's coming in from the outside. Don't have to wait for the guards. He has almost a whole minute to himself.
And those guys are out of the way. You just have to watch for the guard, the director, and the doctor that come down once Soders is dead. And this gives him his window to get through, hopefully, without a peekaboo. And now he just kind of has to sit here for a while. Oh, and there's a rip for Matty on the gardener spotting his disguise change. And Mando's got his trank in hand. He wants to grab the bodyguard before he walks outside, so that'll give him an exit disguise. And he'll just shoot Yuki in the face when she gets into the room.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't get a gun flash before the door closes properly. Also, there's the timing. The guard almost turns away immediately.
And that might be early on the kill. Hopefully the guard doesn't start walking in too quickly. And now he just needs to grab his disguise, and looks like he's got room here. This tranked body, and then just run to the sled.
Yeah, almost half the spin exhausted with that attempt, but very interesting Hokkaido. Lots of trouble with the trespassing motorcyclist.
Yeah, and he's able to take it just under 5 minutes, and that should be, with that green guns, a 2-0 win here for Mando in the upper bracket. So Matty will still have another chance down in the lower bracket, and we will see that in just a moment once those have been updated. And then past that point, we'll move over to our second match. We're actually doing it back-to-back here. And for Fun versus Papier, which will start very shortly, I imagine.
Right, should be updated now.
Alright, let me refresh here. They have not updated for me. If I pull us over here, you can kind of see where it's going to take us to. So, we see up here, top match, Mando versus MattySpice. That'll push Mando on to play me. I think that's probably going to be this Sunday at the earliest. And then down here in the lower bracket, we see from 2.1, that'll bring him down to the lower bracket 2.2 match, where MattySpice will face the winner of Mika versus Rocky, which I do not believe has been scheduled yet, but hopefully we'll get those in before our deadlines. And yeah, as I mentioned, Infor and Papier should be getting their links now. I will stop the stream